What's one thing that is worth spending money on once a month? Story 1. I see a movie once a month in a theater. I like seeing movies in a theater over my living room. I get the popcorn, drink. It's an experience for me that I enjoy. Story 2. A house cleaning service. We have 4 kids, and this is by far the best investment we make each month and leaves our house looking brand new. $200 a month, and it's worth every penny. Edit. For those asking what the cleaner does, it's 2 women who clean a 4,000 square feet house from top to bottom. Complete deep clean, and they finish in under 4 HRs. She technically only charges $150 for it, but we leave her $50 every cleaning. Plus, we've referred her to about 15 other homes in our HOA and have maintained a great relationship with her. We gifts on holidays, etc. Story 3. My partner and I always save a little money to have a nice, interesting date once a month, so we can go to the carnival and not worry on how much we spend. Or we go to a nice event or a fancy restaurant or an interesting expo. It's really worth it. It helps in keeping things interesting, and we get to enjoy ourselves without worrying for money. Story 4. ADHD and migraine medication co-pays. The combination of the two is a lifesaver for me. ADHD meds let me focus so I can be successful at work and even get some stuff done at home. Migraine meds let me do those things nearly pain-free. Do I complain about having to fork over $100 for meds on top of the cost of health insurance? Yes, but I know it could be worse. Story 5. I get Chinese food once per paycheck. It's my reward after working hard, paying bills, saving, investing 40% of pay. I have no other vices. Don't smoke, toke, nor drink. No chicks, no kids. Got 1 canine companion, but I do like my takeout. Story 6. I pirated most of my music from the ages of 14, 29. I tried Spotify, and it's genuinely a better experience. I feel like Spotify's algorithm is actually good at finding stuff I've never heard of, but I'm coming up on a decade, and I've never once considered unsubscribing. Story 7. Humble choice subscription. I prefer the annual because it's a little cheaper. I figure for the price of 2 brand new games per year, I get like 10 games per month. Basically my birthday present to myself every year. It's silly because I have more games that I will ever play in a lifetime, but I almost never buy any other games. They have really good games. I've gotten so many games I wanted to get or was on the fence about getting. The value is incredible. I've also gotten many games that I know friends would love, so I just gift them the keys, so it works as a nice gesture there as well. On top of that, one of my favorite things is maybe stumbling across a YouTube video, Reddit post, or gaming article about a game, going on Steam to add it to my wish list for future consideration, only to find out that it's already in my library. This has happened on multiple occasions and is quite a treat. Story 8. I'll get destroyed, but car lease. I love cars. I need something reliable, on call frequently. I enjoy driving. The car gives me freedom to go wherever I want. After 3 years, I traded in on something new and interesting. If you're a car is transportation person, I get it. I'm like that with clothes. You could have a $100 outfit on, or a $100,000 outfit on. I wouldn't notice the difference. I don't care. It's silly to me that people put so much importance on the fabric they wear, but I respect people who seek out things that bring them passion and joy in life. Story 9. A night at the symphony with my wife. It's a chance to get away from our busy lives and just enjoy these talented musicians performing. Whether it's classics, pops, or movie soundtracks, it's always fun. Seeing the orchestra members play live, especially those whose faces are so expressive with the music, is just a wonderful experience. Story 10. If it's not compulsory to spend it on ourselves, then I would like to spend that money on needy people who can't buy basic necessities things, or the people who sleep on the roadside, because that satisfaction comes from seeing their happy eyes is the worth for me, or can donate to some charities which are working for street dogs. Story 11. If you have a dog pet insurance. We have 3 cats. They have all been to the vet precisely twice in their lives. Our dog, whom we got a year ago, has been to the vet so much that we've lost count. It's always allergies, skin issues, or something or another. Her allergy meds are $180. Our insurance covers 90% of that. Story 12. Paying off your credit card bills in full every month, if you can. Financially, it is going to benefit you more than just about any other choice. Don't get the massage, the gym membership, the coffee, the night out until you do this. I know, killer of fun. Story 13. My German Shepherd's allergy meds. They cost around $200 a month, but without them, she's miserable. My girl would protect my wife and I with her life without a second thought. Making sure she's not itchy is the least I can do for her. Story 14. A housekeeper. I have ADHD and work a hard job. The last thing I want to do is clean my house, so once a month I have my housekeeper come. It's so much easier to keep the place picked up and the little stuff caught on when you always have a deep cleaned place. Well worth the money. Story 15. Fancy food. Either going out to eat at a nice restaurant with family, or buying like some steak or crab legs and breaking out the fancy plates for a nice dinner and some sort of dessert. Probably one of the tiny cheesecakes or something. Sometimes I'll make a little charcuterie board instead. And then over the rest of the weekend, snack of the rest of the fruit and excess cheese chunks. Basically just some sort of food I really like but don't get to have too often. Helps break up the monotony of the same types of food over and over again. Since due to some health and coeve taste issues, I'm really limited in what foods I can eat. Same way about once a month I eat something that I really like, but I know is gonna wreak havoc on my organs and make me feel like I've been kicked in the stomach. But sometimes you gotta give yourself food you really like and miss damn the more minor consequences. Story 16, birth cartwheel control. In all seriousness, a hobby. I have spent a good chunk of my adult life not doing the things that I enjoy, because I felt like savings and responsible things took precedence. Some joy in your life should be part of your budget, just as much as bills. Story 17. Personal or couples fitness. In this city, there are quite a few free opportunities paid for by the taxpayers. Our nearest rec center offers ping pong, billiards, lap pools, weight room, pickleball, basketball, air hockey, Zumba, and more. About 2 miles from the house, we also get free membership at Planet Fitness. Story 18. Ask me this a year ago and I would have said music instantly. But I find myself listening to music less and less. It's not like I've stopped liking it, I keep finding great songs, in fact. Honestly, I think it's due to me just forgetting to open Spotify or something, or I'm just watching more YouTube streaming shows. Story 19. Car insurance. It's mandatory, but a lot of people don't have it. Just get the damn insurance. Trust me, if someone hits your car when it's parked, or rear-ends you, God forbid you have a medical emergency behind the wheel, insure your vehicle, people. Story 20. I'm splitting YouTube Premium's family plan with a bunch of people. Get under $5 a month for 0 ads and YouTube Music, which I found out I prefer over Spotify, so we stopped paying for it. I know you can block ads on YouTube, and I did this for over a decade now, but it has become more trouble to block them on Android and on a Chromecast. I just can't be bothered anymore with how cheap this deal is. I value my time, and I don't want to keep tinkering with solutions that may or may not work by the next time I need them to. Story 21. Trash pickup. I pay about $1.40/mo for trash and recycling pickup every other week. The same amount of trash and recycling would cost me $5 if I brought it to the transfer station by myself, so it's for sure a cost. But here's what I get out of it. A place to store my garbage instead of letting bags pile up somewhere until it's bad enough to need a dump run. Outdoor garbage cans don't fit into a Prius, and Priuses don't have tow hooks. I could find a solution to put trash in my car, but read on. I don't have to load my car with trash, which leave it stinking. I don't need to schedule a special time to wake up early on the weekend and fill my car before driving across town. I can sleep in Saturday morning without worrying. I empty my kitchen garbage can before it gets over full. I live alone and therefore do not generate much trash, especially between composting and recycling. 2 weeks happens to be just right. The time the transfer station is open is limited. What if it's snowing? What if it's raining? What if it's hot as fuck out? There are a lot of fantastic reasons for me to not want to drive across town and then throw my trash into a special dumpster a specific day. But then I need to wait until next time they're open and I don't have work. Story 22. Leasing a car. My last car blew the engine at only 50K miles. Between replacing the engine and a rental car for over a month, I was out $9K. I will always have a car that is under warranty from now on. The peace of mind is worth the expense. When something goes wrong, I like knowing I can just drop it off and leave in a free loaner. Story 23. Wash/dry/fold laundry service. I live in a rental apartment in a major city, and instead of going up and down flights of stairs fighting for the few washers and dryers with other tenants in the basement, we have a set company that picks up our laundry once a month. Would normally be 6 loads of washing, drying, folding, but instead it's around $1.45 and has a 24-hour turnaround. It saves me time, and that's important to me. Story 24. My husband and I each get 2 sessions a month from licensed massage therapists. Every other weekend our appointments with 2 different providers are booked back to back. Until 18 months ago, we had one 75-minute session each month for the last 15 years. That regular bodywork has proven to be an essential luxury that keeps us both feeling great and helps with otherwise normal aches, pain, and small injuries. Our body awareness has increased drastically, and when something feels off, we know how to communicate what we are feeling and have learned what we can do at home to alleviate the discomfort. Story 25 redbaradio.net/scarsclub. Give it a year. A gym membership, even for me, Planet Fitness Black Card, is $25/month. I end up driving around and there are different gyms in different directions from my house, so I plan my day and pick the gym that's most convenient. It's helped my attendance hugely as of late. Story 26, my internet bill. I recently moved, and it was close to a long weekend, so we didn't have internet for over 2 weeks. The mobile data where I live sucks, so it was painful. We made the most of things we could do offline, but when there's downtime, you really wish you could watch YouTube or a TV series. Story 27, having a plethora of common household hygiene or cleaning items is always a good way to spend extra cash once per month. I always have loads of bar soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, toilet paper, feminine hygiene products, shampoo, condition, antibacterial hand soap, dishwashing pods, dish soap, floor cleaner, etc. I love that most of my friends know that if they need soap and they don't have it, or they need cleaning supplies and they don't have it, they know I carry extra. They know they can literally say, "Hey, I need your help," and I can just go grab a small bag of what they need and out the door. It's a great way for me to serve my friends and something I enjoy doing. It's also really easy to find cheap coupons for these products literally anywhere. Story 28. Dropbox. Pay like $12 a month to have worldwide access to 2 terabytes worth of storage online, which realistically is more than enough for the average user. Not only is this just obviously useful for moving files around or sending files to friends, but it's honestly really easy to integrate with other backup solutions. For example, I have a majority of my important files backing up to my NAS, which in turn is set up to back up most of those to my Dropbox account as a sort of dual-layer backup. It's well worth the peace of mind for a few extra bucks. Story 29, gym membership. It's Lifetime, which is a upper-tier fitness chain. Pricey compared to other gyms, but it's cleaner. All of the weights, free classes, and indoor and outdoor pools. They also have their own salon, spa, and cafe. I go there if I really want to do some self-care. Also, landscaping. $1.80 cash to mow and edge both lawns. This allows me to dedicate outdoor work to gardening, which I enjoy. Story 30 depends on who you are and what you do for a living. $50 is a nice treat to keep you sane. I'd say slowly building your wardrobe if you haven't already. After about a year, you'll have a closet full of clothes that properly fit. Not luxury brand crap, but good quality stuff. There is cheap stuff, expensive stuff made cheaply, and then there is quality. Take your time, get yourself fitted if you have to. Story 31, VPNs or VPS and Netflix. It's a charm for watching all the shows and movies you want. Want to watch an American movie not available in your country? Turn the VPN on and connect to America. Want to watch anime? Turn the VPN on and connect to Japan. Yeah, sure, there's free VPN services, but they're slow, and most of the time they have a lot of malware on them. And as a bonus, Netflix in America is more expensive than in a third world country like in South Asia. So you could pay for South Asia but watch American Netflix. Story 32. A night out with your loved ones. I'm talking dinner at a nice place. Get a drink or two, get apps, dessert, everything. Go out to a sporting event, get nice seats, and let yourself get whatever you want. A New Jersey, an extra hot dog, Cracker Jacks, whatever. The key is doing something out of your routine and allowing yourself to really enjoy it without feeling guilty about getting things that you want. Leave some space for that. Story 33. Eyelash extensions. Some people may call it a waste of money, however it has improved my self-confidence drastically ever since I got them. I save money on nails by doing them myself and other beauty-related costs. Getting them done once every 3 weeks makes me feel great about myself. Story 34. About a year or so, I started getting a gel manicure every 3 weeks or so. I go with a very plain, light pink color and honestly don't super care about what they look like. I'm not someone who wears a lot of makeup or spends a ton of time on my appearance. But I've come to realize that when they are painted, I don't bite or pick at my nails. All of a sudden, my hands are so much less painful. It's obnoxiously expensive, but I truly don't think I can go back. Story 35. I get a massage about once a month. I was gifted one, and since then, I've been taking myself about once a month. I try to make at least half a day of pampering go with it. Get a good meal, watch a movie, Don't work LOL. But mostly my back is undergoing some incredible releases and I don't want to give that up. Ever. LOL. Story 36. Some people saying a gym, but I say a good gym. My girlfriend and I used to go to a commercial gym in the UK called Pure Gym, which was around £20 per month, in a basement. And because it was so cheap, it was also really crowded. It smelled. It was damp and dark. The music sucked and the clientele were sometimes less than great. Sometimes we'd have to cut whole machines from the program because we'd be waiting 20 minutes for them. Plus, shit was always broken. Now we pay for a David Lloyd, essentially one of the poshest gyms in the UK and more of a leisure center. It's £86 a month. We get a gym with life fitness equipment, which is really good and way better than Matrix. Never wait for anything. Get an indoor and outdoor pool, a sauna, a steam room, high-quality classes, free tennis, badminton, and squash courts. We also actually get looked in the eye and smiled at. And it's in an old aircraft hangar, so it's bright and sunny outside. And we fucking love it. Get a more expensive gym, believe me, it changes you.